Hey guys, this is a Forex price action trading course. This is lesson number 9, how to find legitimate double top and bottom patterns. Okay, let's get going. Alright, here's a lesson overview. First, I'll be explaining the 4 elements that make a legitimate double top and bottom pattern, and then I'll go on to how to locate fake double top and bottom patterns. Okay. Alright, the 4 elements that make a legitimate double top and bottom pattern. Please keep in mind that these 4 elements apply to both double top and bottom patterns. However, for the sake of simplicity, we'll only be using double tops for the demonstrations. Okay, so number 1, the second peak's price must at least reach the first peak's wick high price level. Okay, we'll be using this double top for our demonstration. Now the first peak of the double top will be right here, and the second peak is right here. Now let's go ahead and draw the first peak's wick high price level, which will be right here. Now the second peak must at least reach the price level of the first peak's wick high price level, which in this case it did, right? So there's 3 touches of that price level. Okay. Alright, so we cleared number 1. Let's go on to number 2. Alright, the second peak's price cannot close past the first peak's wick high. Okay, let's go check that. Okay, the first peak's price high will be this level. And in this case, the second peak does not have any closes above that price level. So number 2 is cleared also. Now hypothetically, if the second peak's price did close above that first peak's wick high price level, which will look like this, well then this double top will not be legitimate. Okay, but in this case, we did not get a close above that wick high price level. So we clear number 2 also. Let's go on to number 3. Okay, number 3. There must be at least a 10 candle range between the 2 peaks. Okay, so there must be at least 10 candles between the first peak and the second peak. Alright, so let's go ahead and count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so there's more than 10 candles between the first peak and the second peak. So that was cleared. Let's go on to the remainder of that text. Okay, and the first and second peak candles are included in the 10 candles. Alright. Okay, so when we count how many candles are between the first peak and the second peak, we also include the first peak and second peak in that count. So it should be counted as follows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We include the first peak candle and the second peak candle. Okay, so we have more than 10 between the 2 peaks. So we cleared number 3 also. Let's go on to number 4. Alright, number 4. The prior trend must be in the opposing direction. Okay. Alright, so since this double top is a reversal pattern, in order for it to be legitimate, the prior trend must be in the opposing direction. So in this case, since this double top predicts that future price will go down, it is mandatory that the trend before this double top is in the opposing direction, which in this case will be long. Okay, and just like we did for the HNS pattern, a simple way to find out the trend before the reversal pattern is to first zoom all the way out and look to the left of the reversal pattern in question. So that double top reversal pattern is right here. And we look to the left side of that reversal pattern. Now, if there are no higher highs to the left of the price pattern, which in this case, there are none, there are no higher highs on the left side. That tells us that the prior trend was in the opposing direction, which in this case will be long. Okay, so since there are no higher highs on the left side of the price pattern, that means the opposing trend before the price pattern was in the opposing direction, so this double top cleared number 4 also. Okay, so let's zoom back in. Alright, so since this double top had all the 4 elements required to make a legitimate double top pattern, it was in fact legitimate. And now let's go on to an example of a fake double top pattern. Okay, we'll go on to the next slide. Okay, how to locate fake double top and bottom patterns. Now, if any of the 4 elements are missing, the double top or bottom pattern is a fake. Okay, so let's go back to the 4 element list. Okay, so number 1, the second peak's price must at least reach the first peak's wick high price level. Alright, in this next demonstration, we'll be using this double top right here. Alright, so the second peak's price must at least reach the first peak's wick high price level, which is right here. And in this case, the second peak did reach that price level. So we clear number 1. Let's go on to number 2. Alright, number 2. The second peak's price cannot close past the first peak's wick high. Alright. Now that wick high price level is right here. And we did not get a close above that wick high price level. So we clear number 2 also. Okay, let's go on to number 3. There must be at least a 10 candle range between the 2 peaks, and the first and second peak candles are included in the 10 candles. Okay, so let's go ahead and count the number of candles between the first peak and the second peak. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we only had 8 candles between the first peak and second peak. But a legitimate double top requires at least 10 candles between the 2 peaks. So because one element is missing from this double top, that shows that this double top was a fake. Alright, so at this point, since one of the elements are already missing, there's no need to go on and check for element number 4, but just for educational purposes. Let's see if this double top had element number 4. Okay, element 4, the prior trend must be in the opposing direction. Alright, so again, we're going to zoom all the way out, then bring that price pattern to the right side of the screen, which will be right here. Now that reversal pattern was right here. Now if we look to the left of that reversal pattern, right away, there's higher highs. And that means the opposing trend was actually down. But what we wanted is a long trend before the reversal pattern. So this price pattern did not have element 4 also. Okay, let's zoom back in. Okay, so we found that this double top was actually a fake. Now just remember, although in this case there were 2 elements missing, all it requires to make a fake double top is just one element. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, that's it for this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll go on to how to find and use gaps in trading. Okay, so if you have any questions about this lesson, please leave it in the comments. And thanks for watching, guys. Okay, bye.